the main event of the evening. MJF trying to capture his first world championship at 25 years old, if I'm correct. MJF is going to challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. MJ comes out once, says that's not enough, comes out again, and the crowd is raucous. They're in New Jersey. They are turning up. They are throwing the babies in the air, as Jim says, on Faux Nem Grave. Moxie comes out. Wild thing. You know how we do. He has William Regal with him of the Blackpool Combat Club. Gang. The bell rings. John immediately steals him. MJF hits him back. John starts to go crazy on him. Chops, doing his John Moxley thing. He's going to eat your blood. He's going to grind your bones in the dust. You know John Moxley. He eventually drops down and does, the Jeff Jarrett walks over him. MJF does. Hits him with a Jeff Jarrett walk. Pumps the crowd up. He runs back and forth. Like he's going to do a dive. Like, oh, no, he's going to get ready. He's going to do a dive. MJF's going to do a dive. And he just keeps running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It just stops. Oh, MJF. Classic heel. Moxie eventually starts to bite MJF. He gets it in on him. MJF bites him to break a hold. Everyone's biting. We get a Falcon Arrow to a Juju Katami armbar. The Juju Katami. Fucking Excalibur. They eventually go on the outside. It's a Moxie match. They got to do some work on the outside, right? They're not going to be in the ring the whole time. It's the Moxie we're talking about here. We get a classic back rake by MJF. Who doesn't love a good back rake? We get the back rake by MJF. He grabbed a timekeeper's table and they place it up, on the side of the apron on the outside of the ring. There's cutters everywhere. Everyone's cutting. Jon Moxley's cutting. Everyone's getting a cutter. When I was a kid, you had to watch DDP to get you a nice cutter. I'm talking about some bang, sell 5-5 shit. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with DDP still to this day. He the one that made me eventually try yoga. I don't still do yoga because I was getting too lean. I don't want to be that lean. I'm trying to buck. Put him up. But I digress. But shout out to DDP in the influence of the cutter. He starts to stomp a mud hole in him, Jon Moxley does, as the crowd boos. We get a tombstone by MJF on the apron. And then when he comes down, he tweaks his knee a little bit. He tries the power driver, and he gets reversed. Moxley power drives him through the table on the outside. Looks great. Max is laid out after that power driver. Moxley gets back in. The referee starts to count. I'm surprised. Oh, they're counting? But, he starts to count. We get to a 9. MJF barely makes it back in. Barely, but he does. We get a paradigm shift by Moxley for a 2 count. He hits him with the figure 4. I love it. Classic wrestling in here. He's doing the figure 4 as Moxley grabs the ropes. We get a heat seeker, 2 count. Chop block. Max starts to work on Moxley's knee. We eventually start to get "fuck you, Moxley" chants. Fuck you, Moxley. MJF counters to a rope fall. They eventually fight on the top rope. We get elbows, elbows. And then we hit MJF with an avalanche paradigm shift. Thought that was over. That was it. We get a 1. We get a 2. And we get MJF grabs the ropes at right 2.5. They're starting to get down to the wire. These 2 counts are getting really spicy. The crowd is biting on everyone. Moxie tells MJF to give me your best fucking shot. Hit me, motherfucker. His words, not mine. MJF spits at him. We eventually get the back and forth hits, you know. Yeah! Boo! Yeah! Boo! Those hits, you know. We get that for a second. Moxley runs at MJF, and MJF pulls the ref into him, knocking out the referee. And at this point, you already know, oh, shit, it's going to go down. What's going to happen? Who's going to come out? We don't know. MJF grabs the dynamite diamond ring. He's going to go to that old trope and knock out Moxley with the dynamite diamond ring. At this moment, Rico walks down and says, don't you even think about it. Don't you do it. On phone him. Don't do it. MJF says, I forget it. And he throws the ring out. Flips off Regal. Boom, he gets choked. Eventually, we get the Bulldog choke on MJF. You know, I thought this was going to be it. He's like, you know, and at this point, because there's no referee, because another referee came in and got knocked out again as Moxley was choking MJF. So as he gets him in the Bulldog choke, MJF taps immediately, but there's no referee to counter tap and declare Moxley the winner. At this moment, William Regal throws in the golden brass knuckles to MJF to officially betray the Blackpool Combat Club and Jon Moxley. We saw this coming, but we didn't know if it was going to happen officially. MJF throws him on. Bow. Moxley falls. MJF tirely comes over to pin. He throws the arm over Jon Moxley, and if you notice, his hand had a big old middle finger up, and he pinned Moxley with the middle finger arm. We get a 1, we get a 2, we get a 3, and MJF is your new world champion of AEW. It's a new era. A new champion has been crowned. The MJF era has begun. The cameraman catches a smirk by William Regal. God damn, we do him. Why, William? Why? Ah. Oh, such a great finish. Such a good ending to a world championship match. Regal has sold his soul to the devil. The MJF era begins tonight. He looks great with that belt, I have to say. As the show goes off the air. What'd you guys think?